Decluttering can give me just as much of an endorphin rush as shopping. There's something addictive about letting go of the old and making room for the new. However, it's really easy to get into this cycle of buying and decluttering and buying and decluttering. And then you pause and realize your wardrobe hasn't improved one bit. You have invested so much effort and time and money for nothing because you keep making the same mistakes again and again. I'm going to share what I do to avoid that trap. If you are a little hoarder in your deepest heart, you may be thinking right now, well, Janna, that is proof that we shouldn't declutter at all. However, I believe that change is very important for us as human beings. Our lives change, our body changes, and our taste changes too. And we should embrace that and celebrate that. This is what life is all about. What we want to avoid when decluttering is rushing it, just looking at what's coming in new and ignoring and disrespecting the old. Because everything we are letting go of has something to teach us, and we should take the time to truly listen and take note. If you want to declutter, the first step is to go to the wardrobe and pull out everything you're uncertain about. Now we're going to look at the pieces one by one, very mindful and calm, and with a lot of grace for ourselves and our past mistakes. It is human to make mistakes. What we want to avoid is making them twice. I pulled out these 5 pieces from my wardrobe that I'm considering letting go. First, the hat. I really like this hat when it's sitting on a shelf. It's good quality and I like the colors. However, I realized that I don't like the way these colors look with the rest of my wardrobe. And also, I really like the flat cap style, but it leans very masculine. I don't mind mixing in masculine pieces into my wardrobe, but my hair is already very short, kind of masculine. And having the masculine hat on top of my masculine hair was too much for me. This hat sat in my wardrobe for a while, going mostly unworn. The advice most people would give here is put it away for 6 months and then reconsider if you want to let it go or not. However, I know that in 6 months' time I would be in the same space, thinking, I like it on the shelf, it's good quality, should I really get rid of it? What I did instead was wear it as much as possible for 1 or 2 weeks. I forced it onto every outfit where it could possibly work. I took some outfit pics, and I can tell you after doing this, I am very certain I can let this go. I do not want to wear this hat. Doing this can be so much more helpful than just putting it away. This is of course easier with everyday pieces. It's trickier if you have a ball gown. However, you can put this on for an hour or 2 in the privacy of your home. Just watch a TV show, and you will notice, is it too tight? Is it too scratchy? Do you like the color? Is it too frilly for you? I'm pretty certain you're going to be much more aware of if you should keep it or not after these 1 or 2 hours than if you have just kept it in your wardrobe for another 6 months. Let's move on to this shirt. When the trend of wearing an open shirt like a jacket came up, I loved it, and I still do. I didn't have a shirt in the right fit, so I bought this one. What I did not consider at that time is that it is linen. If you've ever gone down the kibi rabbit hole, which by the way I highly recommend, and I'm going to do an overview on that in the future, so if you want to watch that, please consider subscribing. This kind of texture would work best for someone who's natural, meaning broad, wide, especially in the upper body. I have very narrow shoulders. I'm pretty much the opposite of a natural type. This would look very cool and relaxed on someone with that body type. It does not on me. On me, it looks messy. Different from the cap, I'm actually wearing this shirt. I don't like wearing it, but I'm still doing it. Why? Because I have 2 toddlers at home with grubby hands and I'm worried about stains. However, I do not want to wear pieces I dislike. So I thought to myself, do I have pieces in my wardrobe that are sufficiently hard wearing, but that I like better and that I could wear instead? And I do. I am subconsciously trying to save them from getting damaged, but I do not want to spend my life like that, only wearing what's ugly while the good stuff gathers dust. If you are at a similar point and you're not sure if you have pieces in your wardrobe that could fulfill the same need, then it's actually really good to put that piece away for a while, because you will notice if you miss it, if you need it, or if it's unnecessary. The next piece is a really good piece because it is a piece I got my wear out of. It's a maternity jumpsuit. I can't wear it anymore because the shape looks weird on me when I'm not pregnant, and also it is really worn down. This piece was something I really loved wearing, and it's very different to the pieces I have in the rest of my wardrobe. It's a lot more girly with the ruffled and the print. And I loved that. I discovered something new about my style when I wore this. I like the girly style. I want more of that. So even though I'm letting go of this, I will remember to look out for probably a baby doll dress that has similar sleeves and a similar print. And I'm sure if I get it, I will love wearing it. My third category is again something that I dislike, and that's the reason why I want to declutter it. It's this pair of pants and this sweater. By the way, if you're still watching, thank you so much. I started this YouTube channel because I spent the last year watching after 2 toddlers all the time and pretty much doing nothing else. And my life felt so boring and stuck. And I really needed to do something creative and new to bring back some excitement to my life. And I'm enjoying the process so much. But as you can imagine, anyone who uploads videos to YouTube on public wants someone to watch it. So thank you so much for doing you. You are making my day. Thank you. Back to the sweater and the pants. The pants are one of the most worn pieces in my wardrobe. They are quite loose, they are very soft, and the color goes with pretty much everything in my wardrobe. I wore them in my early pregnancy. I wore them through years of fertility treatments when my stomach was very sensitive. I wore them postpartum. There are these 3 elements that I really like: soft, loose, gray. They are 3 elements I dislike. It's not high-rise enough for me, and the hems are very short. With wide leg pants, I think it looks a lot more elevated if the hems are just above the ground when you're wearing shoes. And as you can see here, these pants are a lot shorter. I could maybe get this changed at a tailor, however the main problem can't be changed. These pants are flat fronted. When I bought them, I didn't really think about it. However, since I realized that I really don't like this look, I think it looks kind of weird and empty in front. Sometimes flat fronted pants can pull really weird lines, and I just prefer the proportions if there is a fly. I am wearing these pants quite a lot. And different to my shirt, I don't really have a replacement. My lifestyle changed a lot when I had kids. Before, I wore mainly business casual because I went to the office 5 days a week. I don't have enough pants right now that I can use for crawling on the ground with the kids. I need some more hardworking but good-looking pieces. I tend to return to these pants because all my other options are in the wash. So what I want to do is really focus on buying a pair of pants that is gray, soft, and loose, but more high-rise, longer, and with a fly. Now lastly, there's this sweater. Again, there's a lot I like about this sweater. I like the color. I like the knitted pattern. I like that it is fitted and cropped. I dislike the neckline. Also, it's very thick. It makes my upper body look a lot broader than it naturally is. I'm a pear-shaped. Most guides out there will tell you that I should broaden my upper body to balance out my hips. I don't like that look. I like my natural proportions. This is something that's very important to me and my body identity. I tend to avoid very strong shoulder pads or puffed sleeves or something like this that just makes me appear broader in the upper body. However, there are certain bottoms in my wardrobe that I can only wear in winter with this sweater. My other tops are either too loose or the wrong color. Just as with the pants, I want to replace this sweater because there are elements I dislike. It should be cropped and tight, preferably gray, but thinner and with a different neckline. I have shared only 5 pieces I'm thinking of decluttering. Let's look what these 5 pieces have taught me. Quite a lot. I should be really careful with patterned accessories. Really consider, do the colors work with the rest of my wardrobe? I should not buy masculine hats. Linen is a tricky fabric for me. I should not buy flat-fronted pants ever. I should look out for a sufficiently high rise and sufficiently long hems. I should avoid necklines that are too low and tops that make my upper body appear too broad. Gray is a great color for me. I like soft and loose pants. I need some sweaters in my wardrobe that are cropped and tight. And I really want to lean into the girly side of my style. I think that is quite a good takeaway from just 5 pieces. I'll note this down into my phone. I have one folder for do not buy, and I have one folder for should buy. So I will write the good stuff in one and the bad stuff in the other. If you enjoyed this video on decluttering, I will leave a video on your screen that is about the next step, about thoughtful shopping, buying something that will improve our personal style and make our wardrobe work better for us. I'm looking forward to seeing you there. Until then, have a wonderful day and goodbye.